Hello friends, and welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. And not so long ago, I introduced you to a sim called Here's the Pitch Baseball, a cards and dice simulation that's available to you now. I gave you the contact information to acquire the game and teams, and it's a very budget-friendly sim. And so I'm going to repeat that information in the description for this video in case you want to follow up and check out the game yourself and make the email contact to order it if you have not already. What I'd like to do in this video is to show you how the game works with some examples and what you get when you make a purchase of Here's the Pitch. I also have a flyer of the different purchasing options that you have with the game, and I can send that to you as well. You may already have seen it. This is what the Here's the Pitch flyer looks like, and if you email me at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com, I can send you your own copy of it to look at. It also contains all of the contact info that you need to order the game for yourself. I'm excited about Here's the Pitch. I'm having fun learning how to play the game, and I think it's definitely worth a look on your part, and so here it is on my channel. In the weeks to come, I'm going to be doing some full game demos of Here's the Pitch. All I want to do in this video is to give you a brief introduction as to how it works and to make sure that you have the contact info in the description for the video. Before we go further, don't forget to check out also in the description of this video channel membership on my channel. All the stuff that you need, all the info that you need for it is found at the link for membership on my channel. And if you go to that link and click the join button, then you can get the information about all the goodies that you get. And there's a lot coming up in the next few weeks for channel members. All right, so with no further ado, let's take a look at Here's the Pitch. When you purchase Here's the Pitch, you get a download of the game. It's about 18-19 pages in length, but you're going to love the way that the instructions are set up. I'll show you this here. Big print, nice big font, excellent use of color in the instructions so that you really get a sense of what it is that you're doing before you start to even roll your first game. The pages are organized well. There's white space to write notes. You're in good shape here. This sim really helps you learn quickly what it is that you need to know. Let's zoom in here on the player cards that are sort of the key part of the sim. This is a pitcher card. It's Steve Carlton from 1972. You know that because there it is. You know his team is the Phillies because it tells you there. You know that he throws left-handed. He's facing Willie Mays from the 1955 New York Giants. You know Willie bats right-handed. You know there's his season. All right, so what you need to play Here's the Pitch are 3 D6 dice. The red die tells you if you're going to the pitcher card or the batter card, and then the white and the blue dice are there to tell you what the outcome is going to be once you get there. So let's zoom in on the cards and take a look. The examples here are sort of circled for you on each card, so let's go through those each in their turn. This is your first example, so we are, first of all, rolling the red die. Now, the red die tells us batter card or pitcher card. If the result on the red die is a 1, 2, or 3, we look at the batter card. If it's a 4, 5, or 6, we look at the pitcher card. Then you put these two numbers together. So the white die is the tens digit, and the blue die is the ones digit. So let's suppose for the sake of argument here, that we have a 2, 5, 4. And what that would tell us, because it's between 1 and 3, it would tell us it's going to the batter card. The 5, 4 tells us where to look. So it's column 2. Column 1, 2, 3, column 1, 2, 3, column 1, 2, 3, and all those correspond with the red die. Then you look in the yellow column and take your digits here, 54. Well, 54 is not in this column, it's not in this column, and it's not in this. Go, there it is. 54, column 2. Now, L2R. Sometimes the results are big. This is where you get your lefty-righty splits. Sometimes the results are the same for both, and sometimes there is a difference. Here, we get the 54, column 2. He's facing Steve Carlton, so it's a lefty, but in this case it doesn't matter. We have an S2. An S2 is a single with the runners advancing 2 bases. All right. Now, for our second example, which is here, we have a red die result of a 5, and then we have a 2 and a 2. So we have here we go on the pitcher side, column 4, 5, 6, column 4, 5, 6, column 4, 5, 6. Then we go down the left column to get our digits here. This is a 22. The 22 is in our first column here. It's column 5. No split differences in this particular column, although there are some that you can see over here. For example, if we rolled a 6, 11, and it was a left-handed batter, he would ground out to the second baseman. If it's a right-handed batter, he's going to ground out to the shortstop. There's a difference in splits for example. Okay? But for this particular example, we have column 5 and 22. That is a strikeout of Willie Mays by Steve Carlton. All right. Next, we'll do our fourth example, which is right here. For this one, we have a red die reading of a 4 and a white-blue combo of 30. I'll get it. Here we go. 35. So we have example 3, column 4. You can sort of see that there. Column 4, 5, 6. This is 4 for the red die being a 4. Then you have 35. You go down here to 35, SH7. This is a hit. All right. I'm sorry, 9H7. 9H7. So it's a hit. The middle letter tells you it's a hit. If it's a left-handed batter, he pulls it into right field. It's a right-handed batter, though. Willie Mays is a righty, so he pulls it into left field. It's a hit to left field. Now we're going to follow the power chart instructions, and we're going to see how the adjustment makes a difference. There's interaction between the pitcher and the batter with the power chart. So let's take a look at that right now. Anytime and every time there's a hit off the pitcher card, then we're going to look at the power chart. Now, the power chart for these guys looks like this. First of all, the power chart that we will refer to is on the batter's card, Willie Mays. Single 1 to 60, double 61 to 71, triple 72 to 79, and homer 80 to 108. But it's not quite that easy because there is an interaction here between the pitcher and the batter. The power chart adjustment from the pitcher, from Steve Carlton, when he is a starting pitcher, so we're not worried about the relief adjustment. he's the starting pitcher, he goes a -8. So we're going to remember that and look at the power chart. We need to generate a new number off of the power chart to look at Willie Mays' power chart. So we have to roll our 3 dice again, red, white, and blue, and we get a 426. So it's down here, column 4, 26 is way at the bottom, that's a 97. Okay, so that's our power chart number. What do we do with that? Well, we come back to Willie Mays' card, and we're right here. It's going to be a home run, or is it? Because we have a 97 from our power chart. So we know Mays hit it to left field and deep, and it's got a chance to get out of here. But before it does, we have to subtract Steve Carlton's power adjustment of -8. So 97 minus 8 knocks it down to an 89. And 89 is still going to get out of here, and it's a home run for Willie Mays. Every single time, the hit on the batter's card doesn't get adjusted, but the hit on the pitcher's card gets adjusted by using the power chart. You generate a new number, and then you apply it to the batter's power chart, plus or minus the pitcher's power chart adjustment. And it's that easy. This is very cool to me because you can see that the good pitchers are going to prevent the batters from, not only by having a good card, but the good pitchers are going to prevent the batter's power chart from being all that it might be, and a bad pitcher won't. A bad pitcher is going to make it worse for himself. All right. The fourth and final example is a red 5 and a white-blue combo of a 52. All right. So this is again on the pitcher's card, column 5, 52. Mays as a right-handed batter, it's a G6, because here's our right-handed column. Let's zoom in on this a little bit so you can see it a little bit more closely. So we have a G6, right-handed batter, G6. And he hits the ball on the ground to the shortstop. Now, we have to look at our fielding chart to determine what happens from there. Every fielder is rated a 1, 2, or 3. You get across the top here on your ground ball chart all of the base runner situations that you could possibly have. And then you just follow it down from the chart. Now, sometimes you have to make a secondary roll here. So let's suppose that, okay, so this is a ground ball, and we know that from Steve Carlton's card, it's a G6 for Willie Mays, the right-handed batter. So we're going to roll our 2d6s. The rated fielder, we're going to suppose Larry Boa is a 3, and we rolled a 9. If we rolled a 2 through a 4, it'd be a pop-out to Larry Boa. If we rolled a 10 through 12, it'd be a line out to Larry Boa. But, no, Larry Boa makes the play 6-3 to first base, and Mays is retired. It's that easy. Notice on the chart here, the ground ball chart, easy to read, nice big font, which is helpful for someone with old bad eyes like mine to try and make sense of it. There is also, you're probably wondering, a fly ball chart that will occasionally be consulted. This is for an error. This is for a straight fly ball result. there is also some other pages here that will help you with the game. You have an injury and bunting chart. Looks like this. Also, there are times you will need to consult the base advancement and stealing charts, hit and run, and stealing bases. There is an odd play chart. Rare to use this, as you might guess, by its very nature, an odd play being kind of a rare thing. But it's here. There are infield and outfield in charts. And there is a forced steal chart. If you don't want to make the call on when base runners are going to attempt to steal, there is a way to build that into your system as well. The most important sheets, to me, learning to play the game, are the glossaries. There's a wonderful glossary here breaking down the batting card and the pitching card. Okay. Now, there's also a built-in, and one of my features here that I really like about this sim is the home field advantage. Whenever a hit results with a no ball location, in other words, if they don't tell you where it's going, the home team can select any outfielder that they want to select to handle the ball. That works if you're on offense or if you're on defense. So if you want if you're on defense and the home team then gets to decide, if it's not indicated, the home team gets to decide where that ball is going. Okay. And then you saw everything else. There is the power chart, and there is a score sheet that goes along with here's the pitch. Straightforward, simple score sheet. Love that there's lots of room for pitching changes, and we're focused, and there's even room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 extra innings. So, which is nice. The cards for here's the pitch. I'll say that again. The cards for here's the pitch come in a PDF, and they come 4 to a sheet. So what they will look like, and again, the use of color is really a wonderful piece of the sim. But you'll get 4 cards per sheet, and then you cut your sheets. I'm putting my pen next to it so you can get a sense of how big the card is. I think that's like a 3x5, something like that. Card. Nice and big font, all capital letters. Very user-friendly. All right, so what we're missing is a full game demo. And that will be coming on Kurt Berglund's Baseball World very soon. Don't forget to check out channel membership. Lots of information in the description for this video as well. I encourage you to check that out. All right, have a wonderful day. Thank you for checking out my video. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.